Hey guys, Garland Quack here. Welcome back to the channel and thanks for joining me today. Hope you all are having an awesome day. So in today's video, I want to talk about the brand new GoPro Hero 9 Black. So there's been a lot of leaks online in the last few days about this new device that's probably going to be announced soon by GoPro. And I've done a lot of research, I've looked up a lot of articles, so I wanted to just summarize everything for you guys and let you know what I found and just put it all in this video so that you have a one-stop resource. So I wanted to cover three main topics in regards to the GoPro Hero 9 Black. First and foremost will be about the main new features of the device. Second will be my experience using previous GoPros and how they compare, and any backwards compatibility concerns. And the third topic will be about any unanswered questions, any concerns, and about the competition that might potentially spring up in the next few months. And just a quick note, all the stock images and the leaked images that I'm using in this video were all obtained from this source, WinFuture. Looks to be a German website that talks about technology. So I just want to give them credit. So let's get into the video and talk about everything that I know so far about the GoPro Hero 9 Black. So first, let's dive into the main new features of this new camera. The biggest thing that I've seen so far is the new front-facing full color display that will be on the front of the camera. This is an awesome new feature that they're including because I think it's one of the biggest features that previous users of GoPros were requesting, myself included. So from this leaked photo that I found on Reddit, it looks to be a prototype of a shell for the new GoPro Hero 9 Black. And you can see that the display window is much larger than usual compared to previous generations. It looks to be the slot for the new display window. And these renders and leaks from WinFuture kind of corroborate that. So I think this will be an awesome feature for any vloggers out there who want to use a smaller rig, or anyone who is making content and just doing a talking head segment. This is also a welcome design because previous generations of GoPro, like the Hero 8 Black here that I have, required you to get a mod in order to get the same results, in order to get the same experience. You had to buy a mod, and then you had to buy a display mod to attach to that mod in order to get a front-facing display. So for me, this is one of the biggest features of the new device. And then next we have some specs that are new as well. And you can see from this leaked image of the packaging, which shows a whole lot of information actually, if this is all true. You can see from the packaging that it's going to feature a 20 megapixel camera, which is a huge jump over the previous generation. I have the old GoPro Hero 8 with me, and according to the packaging here, the GoPro Hero 8 Black was 12 megapixels. So that's like a 70% increase in megapixels, which will be great for anyone taking stills. Now I know megapixels aren't everything when it comes to image quality, but it will give you a lot more room to work with if you are editing photos, or if you are using them in sort of like 4K capacity or anything like that. Another new feature is that it can shoot in 5K 30 frames per second, which is pretty crazy, but really not all that practical on a day-to-day use because most devices these days can't even display 5K. Still, it's cool to have and kind of future-proof. Of course, it can still shoot in 4K 60 frames per second and also 1080 240 frames per second if you want that super slow motion effect. From the packaging, it also looks like that they've improved their Hypersmooth technology, introducing Hypersmooth 3.0 compared to Hypersmooth 2.0 in the previous generation. And same goes for their Timewarp technology, which is now at Timewarp 3.0 versus Timewarp 2.0. Both were really good to begin with in the previous generation of the GoPro Hero 8. I've used them both and they were really fun to use. The technology is great, and so it's really interesting to see how much more they can improve it. So I really like this new packaging that they're including for the GoPro Hero 9. Instead of giving you this bulky, useless case once you open it, they're giving you this useful protective case that you can use on a day-to-day basis. I like that it's reducing all the packaging waste and also making things a lot more functional. So If this leak is accurate and true, then good on GoPro for this change. So when will this new device be released and at what price point? Well, based on previous timelines and previous historical data, I think that the GoPro Hero 9 Black will probably be released in October of this year, or at least in Q4 at some point. And that's based on when I bought the GoPro Hero 8, which was last October on the release date. As far as pricing goes, according to this tweet by Roland Quant, who also is a contributor to the Win Future website that all these leaked images are coming from, he tweeted some information about the GoPro Hero 9, including his speculated price, which is 479 euros. And that is about a 10% increase compared to the previous GoPro Hero 8. If that pattern holds to be true, then I would think the US release would be about $440 based on the $400 price point of the GoPro Hero 8 Black. So about a 10% increase. Now that's just speculation. Please don't take it to be the final actual price. So now that we've covered all the main new features of the new GoPro, I want to talk about how it compares to the old GoPro. It looks like, based on these leaks, it looks like the new device has a few key design changes for the better. First, it looks like they redesigned the door design, which is a welcome change. In the previous generation of GoPros, the door opened on the side like this, and that's how you would access the battery and the USB-C charger. So that means you had to open it in order to charge your battery. It looks like in this new design that there's a flap, a silicone flap that you can just pull out and plug in your charger. Hopefully that is the case. I have not confirmed this. Another design change is the new larger battery. It's rated at 1720 milliamp hours compared to the 1220 milliamp hours of the previous battery. So that's about a 40% increase, which is significant. And I think that's great because these batteries will die really fast, especially if you're shooting in 4K. So it required me to buy a lot of them and have a lot of spare ones and go through them really quickly. But you should get a lot more juice out of these new batteries. However, that does mean that most likely all these old batteries that I purchased for the GoPro will not be usable for the new one, along with the charger that I bought. According to some sources, a new charger is going to be released with the GoPro that may even have a quick charging capability. Sadly, it probably won't work for old batteries and chargers. However, I did read that other accessories like the chest mount, the head mount, and anything other mounts should still continue to work with the GoPro Hero 9 Black. So if you invested a lot into that kind of stuff, well then hopefully it will still be useful for this new device. Third and last topic, I wanted to talk about a few of the unanswered questions, a few concerns, and just touch upon the competition. The first unknown and concern that I have is how it will perform in low light settings. So GoPros have never been really good for low light performance. That can be seen across the board, including the GoPro Hero 8 Black. The image quality coming out of this is just really grainy, very high ISO image. Yeah, it's just not great for low light shooting in the dark, in the evening, at night. So I am curious to see how the new GoPro will perform in low light settings. I can't speak to what kind of sensor they're using or if it was upgraded or not. All I know is that it's more megapixels, but hopefully we'll get more information about that in the coming months. Another question I have is if they will keep these folding leg designs of the GoPro Hero 8 Black. I think this was a great innovation for them that allowed you to just mount this whenever you wanted and just fold it and tuck it away whenever you didn't need it. So I would imagine they would keep this design. I just hope that they made these legs a lot more sturdy and less flimsy. So while all this is exciting news for GoPro, it does beg the question of what the competition will come up with. A lot of new players have emerged in the last few years in the action cam market, most notably DJI and Insta360. And I'm curious to see if they will be releasing anything anytime soon. DJI's Osmo Action Cam was actually released March 2019, which is over a year and a half ago. So it may be possible that they are going to announce the successor to that device sometime in the next few months, especially if GoPro is about to release the GoPro Hero 9 Black. Additionally, the modular Insta360 1R cam was released earlier this year, but if they plan to follow a one-year product cycle, which seems to be the norm these days, then we might actually see some news or announcements coming from them later this year or towards the end of the year as we hit that 1-year mark. Now, that's all speculation, but I just want to put it out there and acknowledge the fact that the market might see some more devices in the coming months, which is awesome for us as creators. So finally, going back to the GoPro Hero 9 Black, the question is, will this be worth the upgrade? Or will it be worth buying if this is your first time getting into action cams? So let me know in the comments below what you think, if you're going to buy one, why or why not. So I personally am pretty excited to see the full announcement of the new GoPro Hero 9 Black. I think it'll probably be officially announced in the coming weeks, and can't wait to really see more reviews and more hands-on footage of it. If you found this video useful or helpful in any way, please let me know by hitting the like button and consider subscribing. I'm a new content creator and I would greatly appreciate your support on this journey as I create more content on photography, on filmmaking, on gear, and on creativity. So that's it for this video. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.